Equal money excuses. Here's a sentence that I had just read about someone with regards to why an equal money apparently will not work. Um, this person says, I personally don't care much what is best for all. These all have their own heads and hands to make sure that they are living the way they want. Being one of those, I do the same, making sure I take decisions which are best for me. Okay, so what this person is saying is that an equal money system is not necessary and won't work, and no one will go for it because apparently um, the current system is completely okay and fine because it's apparently fair. Because this is what this person implies in this statement, that apparently the world is a fair place with an equal playing ground wherein everyone has, their own hands and their own heads to think and to know what is best for them, and they should just, everybody should just make sure that they can live a good life, and that they build up their own life and have what they want in life. So apparently we don't need an equal money system for that, because it's apparently human nature to go and fight for what you need and for what you want to have and for what you need to survive in this world. That's apparently human nature. Though that's actually a statement that many people say. However, that's not in fact um, at all researched. And here is actually a person who would say something like that um, without actually looking at the world and realizing that the world isn't fair. There isn't an equal playing ground. That's the whole problem, and that's what an equal money system is all about. Is that the realization that the world isn't fair, and it isn't so that we all have our own hands to basically take what we need and take what we want, and basically someone who doesn't have money or someone who is starving in this world, someone who cannot live a good life or whatever, is someone who apparently is lazy. We have that idea that people who are living on the streets or people who are starving are just lazy. They're just lazy. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to work. They don't want to use their hands. So apparently all these people in Africa are lazy. All those people who are starving, who are skin over bones, are lazy. Um, the fact that so many people say that just means that no one actually knows how the system works. No one seems to realize that um, the world is in fact divided into countries, and everything about your life, everything about if you will be successful in your life, if you will make money, if you will be able to survive, is completely determined by demographics, by the coincidence and luck that of where you are born, in what kind of family, or in what kind of area, in what kind of country you are born into. Because, I mean, if you are born in a Bilderberg family, I don't think you're gonna have to work much in your life. Whereas if you're born in like a poor family somewhere in a poor country like Somalia, where the government has absolutely no infrastructures in place, has absolutely no um, institutions in place to give people the chance and opportunity to in fact go out, get a job, work, make money, and survive, then you're gonna work your ass off every day, but you're not even gonna make enough money to make it through the day. You're not gonna even you're gonna wonder every day, will I find food? Will I make money? Will I even get to buy food to support my family today? Because most of them just don't, because it's all determined by where you are born, and not if you are able to work, not if you are able to fight or struggle to survive. So this whole Darwin theory fight for survival is just invalid because there's no equal playing ground in this world. We're not, we're not created equal in a way that, you know, we're not given equal chances and opportunities, and that's just how the world functions today. That's just, and this whole fairness idea that's been brainwashed into it because fairness doesn't exist. There's no fairness in this world because of simply the family that you're born into, and every family has different values, and you always learn different things about how you're supposed to survive. And then you have families who are really, really rich, and families who are extremely poor, and all about who you are in this world and about the way you survive is completely determined by the things you learn from your family and also the things that are handed to you by your country. So there's absolutely no fairness or equality in any way whatsoever in this world, and that's just unacceptable. So anyone who claims that apparently everyone have the equal chance and opportunity to fight for their own survival and to make their own life the way they want it to, they're just plain, dumb. Actually, they're just not considering, they're ignorant because they're not actually looking at how the world in fact works. And someone who says something like that is just someone who's trying to justify their own position in this world, is just someone who doesn't actually want to look at the world, who doesn't want to consider the truth, because the truth is right there for everyone to see. If you investigate a little bit, you will see how reality works. You will see that fairness doesn't exist. If you are able to place yourself in the shoes of everyone in this world, in those people, in Somalia, and then you'll see that it doesn't have anything to do with your ability to fight for your survival, but it has everything to do with where you're born and what you get from your family and the chances and opportunities that are handed to you by your government. And everything is like dependent on higher structures like the monetary system, like economics, like politics. Nothing is in the hands of the little people because nothing is local anymore. Everything is like international now. So entire countries are completely dependent on the international market. So all these beings like in Somalia, in Africa, wherever, their lives are completely dependent on how their entire country is placed within the international market. So that all determines whether this entire country, as these entire people, get chances to survive or not, whether or not they get food or water or oil or electricity, whatever. Um, because some countries in the West have made sure that Africa has become like a land that we can basically exploit and that we can take everything we want from, which is apparently the international market, wherein everything is apparently fair, and everyone is apparently an equal player when it really isn't. No one is an equal player. I mean, there's just so much about this world that we don't know and that we don't realize. So we really have to investigate what's going on because it's so clear to see that things aren't fair in this world. So if you're using that as an excuse to apparently show that an equal money system won't work or is not necessary, then you're just being an ego that doesn't want to consider anything else but your own personal desires and fulfillment, and you don't care about the world that you actually exist in. So um, I suggest that investigate an equal money system, but not from the starting point of judging it or showing why it won't work. Because actually, if you take a look at this world, then you just realize instantly that change is completely necessary, and then you will go and investigate and do research on how the world is the way it is today. And the research is just endless. I mean, all the information is endless. So you wouldn't have the time to basically attack an equal money system or judge an equal money system or say why it won't work, because every piece of evidence in this reality indicates that an equal money system is necessary, that change is necessary, and we are the ones who have to do that, the ones who are living in the rich countries. Okay, um, so visit an equal money system at www.equalmoney.org.